Where did that biting thing happen?
Shortly after that.
I'm a bit lost at where we might be. Where's the...
Let's move on to the next day.
The next day?
Yeah, because they're just Chad and Amelia, and even they've forgotten that happened.
This is where Sarah first got drunk, though, at the end of this night.
Yeah, it was Paul the first sign of her being a lunatic.
And Paul, who is ever so concerned about Sarah drinking in the house, was yelling at her, "Do a loose women! Do the loose women thing!" Which basically means get your tits out for the lads.
That. Mm-hmm.
That's when, she came in and bit Amelia's leg. But she didn't really seem that out of control to me, did she to you? She didn't seem that drunk.
We know they don't get that much booze in there, apparently.
Well, depends who you're asking.
True. Andy West said no.
And Nicola McLean says
yes.
Clyde with the shit. But yeah, I didn't think she seemed like she was particularly out of control. But this raised a lot of questions how this sort of panned out about. It seemed that Paul and Sarah knew each other. Did you not think, previously? He gave that impression, but I think she said they don't. I thought she was you're supposed to be my friend, and then he was I don't even met her, I don't even know you, sort of thing, a few days later. It's probably from down Alcoholics Anonymous, isn't it? Maybe. From a meeting. Didn't she say he needs to go to a meeting? Was that tonight? I can't remember. No, next night. Where was Sam? What was Sam saying he was semi to blame for in the diary room? And so is Paul, and so is Chad. Is it Trisha's isolation? Spoiling. I feel bad for her. She's such a sweet girl. She didn't come into this house with the intention of fucking a guy over. It is Sam's fault that Trisha left. Fucking a guy over. Oh, I don't know. Should we talk about something we do know about? We can try. Oh God, please. It's about Amelia. Oh no! Oh fuck! Why the mice? Okay, so we just had to deal with another mouse, which it's been quite a while that we've had to actually deal with a mouse during the podcast. I had to deal with one yesterday, but there was a break where there were no mice, and now the mice are coming back again. This mouse was alive, and I saved its life, but now that is not going to survive. Actually, why? It's going to die outside. No, it's not. He seemed quite lively. Really? Hasn't a tooth gone through it at some point? I think he gently picks them up and brings them in. Well, but Gaz helped because he opened the door. And now we've had to shut Towie in to give the mouse time to get away. And now Towie's meowing. So, yeah, it's all going swimmingly. So, back to that episode. At the end of that was where Amelia and Chad were in the bedroom together. And they were saying how, I didn't come here looking for love. And Chad said, neither did I. Came here to live. And Chad told Amelia that he's just going to click them back off, the emotions. Oh, that's good. I can just shut them off at any time, he said. That's good. Didn't you feel like he was kind of going it's a bit of a fuck you then? Yeah. Trying to scare her into liking him, I felt. But he can just click those emotions off and click them onto someone else. That's because he's from The Bachelorette, isn't it? He thinks life is a dating show. No, he's from The Bachelor. The Bachelorette is like a girl. No, he's from The Bachelorette. Oh, really? It's where the girl chooses from the men. Oh, did she choose him? Don't know. So, that makes him even less famous if he's just one of the... Yeah, he wasn't The Bachelor. Yeah. Oh. Does that tarnish your view of Chad? Get him out. And he goes, and off. It's off now, okay? He's so dramatic. Ridiculous. Right. What was the next day? Monday. So... I'm going to need a day number. 6, probably? Yeah, got it. Oh, Paul was questioning Sarah the next day about her drinking. What? I said in the style of Keith Lemon doing Through the Keyhole, but I haven't written what he said, but he was doing it in a weird accent. Right, what is Paul's problem with Sarah drinking? Because he can't have a drink. He's jealous, maybe. They trigger each other, don't they? Triggered. They do. They trigger each other. What? They do. I think they do. Brandy said about Marissa that she'd changed and was playing a game. Marissa? Apparently. Get out. Gemma said, Sarah is fake and chat's shit. She's got headaches and anxiety all the time. Yeah, how many times can someone complain about a headache? Poor you, poor you, poor you. And I thought, pour me a drink. Paul said she's an attention seeker about Sarah. Paul's very weird how he tries to be caring to Sarah, but then puts a knife in behind her back.
Fake. This was the start of Paul and Gemma's kind of alliance against Sarah, wasn't it? But I've actually found that to be quite an interesting storyline.
Gemma versus Sarah?
No, Gemma and Paul versus Sarah. And Paul kind of pretending to be Sarah's friend and then not being and stuff.
It's not comfortable to watch at times, though, is it?
I've enjoyed it. I know,
think it's been interesting to watch.
Loads of people have said that, like, oh, I can't watch, blah, 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 like, they need help, they shouldn't be in there. I want to watch that shit, because that's the real shit, is people struggling with their addictions, struggling with their relationships, struggling to manage their emotions. That's the good shit. What's wrong?
His paw at me and took his claws out.
Like but it's good that
scratching up on that.
It's good that I got him to settle down, because now that mouse can run away.
Be free.
Run, little mouse, run.
Sarah said that Amelia should talk to her because Paul was stirring the pot at the same time. She said no. She was warning him that Paul was stirring the pot.
Smoking.
Amelia could actually see that. She said, I think he's playing games with people's minds a little bit. That is true. He actually is.
He is.
Next was the shredder thing where they had to shred.
I was looking at one of Gemma's tattoos and I thought it said Dan Osborne, but I looked again.
Isn't that the guy off of Bot?
It's some guy off of Hollyoaks or something, I think. But I looked again and it says pain and pleasure. So
who's that idiot off Bots that gives good head? Is that not Dan Osborne?
He gives good head.
Gives good headlines. One we hate.
Oh no, that's Dan Wootton.
Oh, Dan Wootton.
Ugh,
yeah.
Don't mention him. So the shredder task.
This was a weird one. They just had to shred the person that they didn't want to get membership, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Shred.
They had to shred on an individual basis and put people out. So it was a bit like a sort of semi-nomination type thing, but not really. So Brandy shredded Karthik and Derek. Hang on. Oh, they had to decide as a group, was it? Because Derek also wanted to shred Karthik, even though they share a bed together. So yeah, I didn't really get what this was all about, but it was the VIPs choosing who they would not have as members, I suppose.
Paul nominated Sarah for saying she had a cider-induced headache. That's a good reason.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
I didn't get that. He said about Karthik, I didn't like the way he pulled out the racist card, which was bang out of order.
It's called the race card.
Yeah, but he said racist card again.
No, I'm correcting him, not you.
And when he was talking about nominating Sarah, he said, I don't want her to come out of here and think, oh, that show hasn't done any good for me. They were watching it, weren't they? Because Sarah said, well, that's what you're going to do, mate. Which I thought was interesting.
Sarah blaming everyone else for her own actions. Typical victim.
She's saying he's going to come out and say that show wasn't any good for me.
No, because, well, she's the one who's come off looking the worst out of everyone so far.
And Paul don't look great either. He's come out as a racist.
Yeah, but Paul looks exactly how he looked anyway, a complete knob.
Paul didn't look like anything though, because whose radar was he on?
Well,
who was it when someone said, oh, this is your career right now? Gemma.
Oh yeah, that was
good. Sarah broke down and had to go crying into the toilet, and she said, he's a fucking prick. This is going to ruin his career.
What career?
He's a prick. Her career, I said. I don't know who she was talking about. And Gemma was like, oh, you'll be fine anyway. And Sarah said, it's not like that. You don't get it.
It was about her career, not Paul's career. She was worried that because everyone's saying basically she shouldn't be drinking.
Did she say that Paul's saying that was going to ruin her career? Oh, yeah,
because everyone is saying she shouldn't be drinking, and she's saying they're making her look bad. And it's like, no, you're making yourself look bad by getting drunk, biting people, snogging people who are not your boyfriend, making general victim noises, wearing horrible clothes, having hair that looks like straw, pretending
and a nose that's had so much gear on it.
It looks like Daniela Westbrook.
I said that, but I didn't know.
Pretending that you're friends or not friends or whatever with Girls Aloud. Pretending you can sing. Pretending people actually care about your private life.
You know what Kwame said about that? Amelia Lily and Sarah doing that song?
No.
He said it was like a very beautiful song.
It's fucking dreadful.
And then I listened to what we'd said about it. We were saying Sarah Harding was wailing. It sounded terrible.
That's funny. I like it when people have different opinions. Boring to have the same
I thought
opinion.
it was a lovely moment. Bless.
No, well.
Gemma said to Amelia, "You should be buzzing, but you can't because you've got to look after that." About Sarah. It did start to get quite nasty during this episode. Oh yeah, she went to the diary and was crying. I think Big Brother asked her how she was feeling. She said, "I don't want to be on camera saying what I'm feeling." That's the concept of the show.
And she said, "I didn't come in here to get pissed every night. Where do you normally go?"
This is where Gemma said she ain't got a career. Let's face it, this is her career right now, which is true, right? For most of those celebrities, it's their career right now.
And Sarah said, "I'm used to being on my own, not with a loud group of kids." Old Grand Sarah.
She's only 35.
I know. She's like, "Oh, I haven't got the energy that I used to." Just do a line of cocaine, you get plenty.
Oh yeah, that's why she said she had a headache for 3 days. "I'm not used to being in an environment like this, and I don't think I can do it anymore." It's day 6 in the Big Brother house.
She's probably withdrawing off either a prescription meds or a whatever else,
What does haughty mean?
Like, up yourself.
Kartik said, "I perceive your tone as being haughty." Who was that to?
Don't know.
Let's agree to disagree. It's okay.
Probably Paul, yeah.
No one else said that except the time race card came up. It's a game, we stand together.
And this was when Marissa said she wanted a showmance with Jordan. "When we get out of here, let's get our picture taken."
Oh, when he said, "Do you think we'll turn heads out here?"
Yeah, and Jordan started getting all prissy and going, "Oh, I thought it was real. I thought what we had was real." Like, Jordan, you've slept with 1,500 women.
As he fucked.
And you think, well, yeah. And he's getting all, pretending he's all got morals and principles and stuff. Like, pull the other one, mate.
Maybe he did genuinely have a soft spot for her, though.
Oh, but bitch, please.
There's a whole load of stuff about this racism thing. I'm trying to work out if it's juicy or of note or not.
No, it is. I'll tell you what it is. Big Brother called Paul into the diary room to give him a tell-off. And Paul said, "Oh, I understand from school what it's like to have someone pronounce your name wrong all the time. And you know what it is, don't you? Down on." Don't you think people must have just...
He was getting all, like, touchy about it.
Don't you think he got
so
that?
He didn't even want to say it. Probably, yeah.
Yeah, so if you see Paul Danan in the street, make sure you go, down on at him.
I'm further back than that because it's a discussion between Kartik and Paul directly where Paul basically threatened Kartik at this point, and he said, "I swear, if you do it again, if you're not happy,
Excuse me.
If you're not happy with your name, and you need to be called Kay, then you need to change it."
What?
He said to him. How dare you say that to him?
That's disgusting. Oh yeah, you're right. He said, "Did you get racism when you were younger?" Well, let's see. Yeah, I think all black or Asian people experience racism at some point or another, don't they?
Yeah, but he's only been here for 12 years. Maybe he grew up in India, so it might have been better for him.
But still, there's racism
I'm sure he's experienced
everywhere.
it since he's been living in the UK, for sure.
Oh, and then and then afterwards Kartik offered to make Paul a cup of tea, and then Paul was being a cunt about it afterwards, wasn't he?
What was he saying? He was trying
going,
to goad him?
He's kissing my arse, basically. Hopefully Kartik spat in it. Kartik does speak to people like he's doing an appraisal, though, doesn't he? He was like,
"Well, he's from business
he's
show,
like,
remember?
Paul, I've got some feedback for you." It's like, okay.
Is that what he said?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Paul said, "I know it's a trick. He doesn't want to make a cup of tea." He's like, "You wankers." It's like, well, he came up and offered to make you a cup of tea. I wouldn't make you a cup of tea.
Also, isn't it the rules of the task still? Doesn't he have to he have to make him a drink?
Don't know.
Oh,
yeah, sorry, I did skip ahead a bit there.
I got the first recorded note of Sarah saying that she's lived in a bubble at this point. Fucking hell.
It's nice to be in a bubble.
Oh, do you know what Derek offered Sarah to help her get through it all?
Yeah.
Crystal healing.
When I get that feeling, I need
crystal healing. That reminded me of Nasty Nick giving them Reiki.
Oh,
do you remember back in the day?
I do, actually.
Burning candles around them and shit like that.
No, don't get up. Leave that mouse alone. Oh, God.